for telling my sister my son doesn't want to be around her son and that I'm not going to force him to be his friend? She says I'm being unfair. AITA, my son is 12, and so is my nephew. When my nephew was 2, he was diagnosed with autism. Having worked with children on the autism spectrum in the past, I encouraged my sister to get him into speech therapy and other supportive therapies, but she is very cautious and said she doesn't believe in those things, thinking he would progress normally. I've let a lot of things slide when it comes to my nephew and son. As toddlers and young children, they play together a lot, but my nephew would sometimes hit and get rough with my son. My sister would just excuse this by telling my son that her son is on the spectrum and can't help it. She finally put him in therapies after he sent his sister to the hospital when he was 8. He's been improving since then and is verbal, but he still has occasional outbursts and episodes. I always felt bad for my sister, being a single mom with a child on the spectrum, so I always encouraged, and almost forced, my son to include his cousin in everything. When my son did recreational soccer when he was young, my sister signed up her son too. However, he didn't really participate, and my son would always complain about how embarrassing it was when his cousin would have outbursts, which eventually